today I am here with a flip through, a final flip through on this Bifold double journal that we just recently completed on my channel, and then 2 journalers Attache projects that I made as well that I had been working on kind of in the meantime. This is a Tracie Fox design team project, so for Tracie Fox Creative. The kits that I have used for these journals. Now, I will say that I usually use like little bits and pieces that I have in my Tracie box that's just little bits and pieces leftovers from labels and kits and stuff. The main kits is what I'm talking about. So I have used Tracie's Compendium MK2. I used that in both of these journals. Then I used her Fabulous Floral Flourishes. That's great. It's a great name. Fabulous Floral Flourishes. Say that 5 times fast. I have used that in this attache. And then I used the Mega Mix and Match set 1 and 2. And that is sprinkled between these 2. The other kit that I used a majority of the pages from, and I used it in all 3 of these, is the random pattern backgrounds, the random pattern. Oh my goodness. I will have them all linked in the description box below so you can go check them out. I have really been a big fan of these kits that she's been putting out. They're expansive and there are so many ways to use them. The Fabulous Floral Flourishes, the Mega Mix and Match, you get so much stuff, fodder. So you can see it's sprinkled throughout these 3. Also, a note about these journalers Attache. This is from, I created this, and the reason we didn't create this on camera together, I love these. I've made several now because they are a kit that you, or not a kit, excuse me, a video, like a tutorial lesson that you can buy on her website, and it takes you to Teachable. It's a Teachable lesson. It teaches you how to create these, and then it also, you also get a kit, like a nature kit with the lesson. So not only do you get the lessons, the measurements, all of the things she walks you through in different chapters. If you've never been on a Teachable course, they're actually really fun. It's great, the layout, because you get all these chapters in there, so you can re-watch the chapter over and over again. You can pause it. So even though I've made several of these, it's been a while since I did one, so I watched along and created along with her, and it's really easy to understand. Like I said, she gives you all the measurements, how to make elements to put inside here, and then you get a kit to actually use to make the stuff. Now, I haven't used that kit. I did in the past, but I haven't used it on these. I made my own bits and pieces to go in here. So without further ado, let's go through these. So I'm gonna, whoops, I just knocked my ruler over. I am going to go through this one first. So if you have been watching my last, it was a 4-part series. If you've been watching my last 4 videos right previous to this, you will have seen me create this thing. This is what I'm calling a bifold, because it has, you know, 2 folds, double journal because it has 2 journals. There, that's the simplest thing I could come up with. It is fabric covered and paper cardstock covered. It has cardstock on the spine. It has cardstock on the back. That's all layered over this fabric. We've got a little leather piece here with some fabric and a little Tim Holtz number there. And it says property of the art department. If found, please return. So that all opens up with this hitch post fastener here, and opens up. There's my maker's mark. And here, housed behind this first elastic, is the Traveler's Notebook size journal. It's roughly the size of a traveler's notebook. And it opens up here, and in the front, so this has got a wraparound cover. In the front, we've got just a big tag that pulls out here. And I'm not, for the sake of time, I'm not going to pull out all the elements and stuff, but then we open up and flip through, and I've got a bunch of elements. Here is a an envelope that is clipped on. And then I've used all of these little bits and pieces here are from Tracie's Mega Mix and Match kit. So the stars are, this is one of the backgrounds from that Random Backgrounds. I love that kit. This polka dot washi that I made comes from that kit too. It's got great colors. It's so useful. These pockets are from Mega Mix and Match. These are some playing cards that I had in my stash. These are my 1 through 10 list, top 10 lists. I love those. This is Compendium. Then we've got a big tag here that I made with some little random bits, and it's a kind of a triple tag here. You can flip it. It's all hooked with a sari silk, and it's got layered up, tons of layered up stuff, and then it's just clipped in. Then, like I said, Mega Mix and Match. Oh, these are from another Tracie kit. Oh, and I can't ever, Eclectica. There you go. That's another great kit. These are some of her bumper butterflies that I've got printed onto vellum, and they're just sewn along the edge of that. That's Compendium. Then we've got a cool layered up tag here with some layered up lace and cluster and stuff. And the little butterfly hangs out outside there. Then another pocket. Like I said, all of this stuff, all of this fodder comes from that Mega Mix and Match. So there's journaling space there. You could write on the back of that. And then there are some little bits and pieces in here, this little pocket. And all of this decoration, all of this cluster stuff, everything, even these little side pieces I've used have come from, there's a big envelope in the middle. I didn't put anything in it. You guys can, you know, put whatever. Actually, this one is spoken for, so she can put whatever in there. This has got a big pocket here with another tag that's got butterflies and lace on it. And another little pocket with more. Here's a little car and it says safe travels. More of those butterflies. These are vellum butterflies. I just printed it onto vellum. Here's another big, yeah. This one is a flip open for journaling space. And then on the front and back, there are pockets. And that goes in this way. And then also along the side here, there's another, this is one of the background pages, the random backgrounds or random patterns. And I printed it onto vellum, and then it makes a little pocket there. And the same thing happens on this side. There's a little pocket. Oh, I thought she was glued in for a second. And then another tag here. And this all goes around this page. This is the random patterns, and this is Compendium. So I took the Compendium kit, printed it on one side, and then I printed the random backgrounds on the other side. It's a great way to use them. Another little top 10 flip out. It wouldn't be a Tracie kit if there wasn't at least one bug. So there's a bug. This lovely lady comes in there. You get a bunch of these squares in Compendium, and they work, these rectangles I suppose they are, and they work great as tabs as well. Random pieces of ephemera. And then in the back here there is a pocket, and there are just some postcards, and these are from Eclectica, and then those are some real stamps on there, and they're just journaling cards. So that is the Traveler's Notebook, and it goes backwards and back in here. And then I've just decorated the back up with some other random little bits and pieces. And then that all opens, and there's the full journal here. So this is a full single signature journal, and we've got all kinds of fun elements in this. There's a wax seal with a bee on it, and then I've used one of Tracie's cabinet cards to put here. And then actually I believe they're called like Victorian album pages or something like that. But I cut the middle part out, and it's a great window pocket. They're so great for that. These are some of those random backgrounds. There's a couple of file folders. Great little spots to journal or attach a little photo and journal there. These are circles that come with Compendium, and they work great as tags like this as well. This is from Eclectica. It's a big pocket with a couple of the tags that I've just added a little bit to. Some Tim Holtz fabric ribbon there on the edge. Then there's a lot of just little cluster making that I did. Here's a big like double or triple pocket tag. This has got a big tag that comes in and out at the top. Then it's got some flowers in this middle pocket, and then in this little tiny pocket down at the bottom we've got a little daisy and a little birdies, and that's more of that vellum that I made from the random patterns. There's a little butterfly button up here. I suppose I could scoot over this way a little more. This is more of that Eclectica paper. That's MK2. These are all pieces of fodder that come from that Mega Mix and Match kit. I'm telling you guys. And it's got all different kinds of themes in it. It's a great kit. These tea things came from there. This little pocket with some goodies in there. That's Eclectica. It's a little notepad with some papers to write on and write on the back of. Then we've got a couple of pockets here with a big tag. Oh, snug down in there. And then a couple more pieces from Eclectica, or no, excuse me, from Mega Mix and Match. And so are these little bits. And all of that. This is MK2. Here's a big altered envelope that I did, an altered window envelope. And then inside here is just a little mini journal with random papers. Fun, right? Fun little mini journal. Fly little bird. Then I just kind of ripped one of the random pattern pages. And then here you get these big like viewfinder things. So I made them so they spin. So I don't know why, because it just seemed like a fun little element. So they spin. Because if you ever had a viewfinder, you know you clicked the little thing on the side and then it spun to the next picture, spun to the next picture. So this spins around this pretty little brad here. Then we've got some Mr. Sherlock Holmes inspired stuff that comes in Mega Mix and Match. Then this is a big 3-piece or double folded ephemera piece, and it's got a pocket on the side with this lovely little girl in, and then it's got a pocket up here with this floral, and that's got a vellum pocket sewn into it. And then when you open that up, it creates a pocket back here, and that's got vellum. And then it creates a pocket over here, and that's got a journaling card. And that also creates a pocket on the back, and it's got another journaling card back here. So fun little places to journal in that as well, or add little memories or whatever. And that's just paper clipped on. Plus it just looks pretty on that green page. There are a couple things in this pocket. Tags, again, all that stuff comes in Mega Mix and Match. I've got some of this like measuring tape ribbon, so you've seen that along the edges of a couple pages here. Then we've got another top 10 list. These stars again come in that kit. You get cars. Here are all of the months. Oh, but see, we're not on March anymore. Today it's officially April, so let's move it to April. I put this big fun arrow paper clip on there, so I thought that would be kind of fun. You could move it up and down depending on where you are working on that page or where you're whatever. I just thought it was a fun little element. Clipped onto this page is a trifold. I did some more vellum printing of this random background. So there it is, kind of in this background, and then here it is on vellum. That opens up. There's a little pocket here. There's a pocket here. This is a tiny little pocket for a couple of tickets and a tiny tag. And then there's some collaging over here. And that all clips back. Oh my goodness. Almost at the end of this one, guys. This is a pocket, and this is a tag that I've made into a pocket. This butterfly is a belly band on the back, and there are a couple of pieces that slide in behind it. Then there is a pocket on the side, and that's where this tabbed picture slides into. And then there's a pocket on the front, and that's where these pieces, I love this like terrarium, that comes in Mega Mix and Match as well. And those go in that front pocket, and they slide behind this. There are a couple of just journal cards. They're like Sherlock Holmes type of journal cards. Come from the Mega Mix and Match. And then on the back page here, I've got a big tag in the back. And then I've got a windy guy closure here, little policy envelope, and in there I've got a journal card that I just made up with a couple pieces of ephemera. So that is this one, guys. And like I said, this one has been spoken for now. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I just ripped that off. Well, I will fix that before I send it out. Oh no, that's no good. I'll fix it. Anyway, I didn't make that one, by the way. That came to me that way. So I'm going to close this up and set it aside. And then we're going to look at our two journalers attaches. All right. Sorry about that. I had to take a sip of water for a second. All of a sudden I got a tickle in my throat. So like I said, this is a course. So it's got it's like hanging files, kind of like an expandable one. I've just done a little bit of collaging back here. This is just a really fun, bright colored, kind of springy, floral, fun version of the attache. And this one's a little bit smaller than the other one. And it just closes and opens here. The flap opens. And like I said, this is a course that you can get, and I will have that linked below. So you open it up, and you've got some tabs, and then the pockets are full of goodies and a mini journal. There's my maker's mark back there. So let's look at what's in this front pocket. So like I said, this is all using the fabulous floral flourishes. Fluff, 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 fluff. It's tied with sari silk, and it opens up on the front and the back. So on the front, you've got some journaling space, and then a pocket with a tag in that I made. And that closes. And then on the back, it opens up with some journaling space and another tag. This would be a great place to like put a little picture or something and write about it, write about that memory. And these have all been, well, majority of them have been tied with some sari silk, just because it doesn't even really need it to stay closed so much. There we go. But it looks so cute to have all these little bows and sari silk bows on the inside here. I just loved how it looked to have all these little bows. So in the next one is the journal. We'll go through that last. in this pocket. So these are all just pieces of ephemera that I was able to make using that fabulous Floral Flourishes kit. This one is, there are 2 tags that come kind of attached to each other. I just folded them over, folded the top half of the first one down and sewed around, and then used a couple of the other tags and backed them with tracing paper, painter's paper, masking paper, that's the word I was looking for, and then used one of the images on the front. So that's how both of these work. This one does the same. So those 2 are in that pocket. This one, oops, I just whacked my camera. Oh no, I'm still in frame. Okay, good. Then in this one, I've got a giant tag, and I have layered up all kinds of pockets on this giant tag. So on the front, I've got a small pocket with a small tag in it. Then on the back, I've got a larger pocket with a guest check and a tag from the kit. Then on the back, I used the corner cut pockets and layered them up to create this kind of tri-pocket tag business going on. And so I just created a couple of tags to go inside of that. This one comes from the kit, and I just put some butterflies on the top of it. And then this is a piece of ephemera from the kit. Isn't that beautiful? I love that image. There. And that goes in here. And then this little pink mushroom, which I think is so cute. The pink mushroom comes in the kit as well. That goes back in this pocket. And in the last pocket, we have another little tied shut, flip open, and this is a little mini journal. So we've got some pages in here. You could write some mini pages there. And then there's a belly band in the front and a belly band in the back. And they have an avocado stained index card, and then just a little piece of ephemera on there. And the same in this one. And those go behind those belly bands. And then in the front there's a pocket, and it's got just a plain white tag in there. And on the back there's another belly band, and it holds a tag. And I just use some of the pieces to zhuzh it up, you know, decorate it up a little. Sorry, my husband just pulled the car up out front of the house, which is outside of my window here, and was like staring at me. I don't know if he's waiting for me to do something. I'm filming, bruh. Okay. So this goes back in. That was in the back pocket. And then we'll look at the little mini journal. So the mini journal is tied with some really pretty kind of light salmony pink sari silk. It has this adorable little girl sitting on a mushroom. This comes with in that kit as well. The fabulous Floral Flourishes, and I've layered her up with some other stuff. And then this is some cardstock that I just had in my stash. And we're gonna open this up. The journals in these are not so decorated because I didn't want to get them too bulky, right? Or they're not going to fit back in there very well. So there are a few flourishes. Here's a little pocket with a couple of the mini tags. They're just so wonderfully cute and springy, and I love them. You get 3 or 4 pages, like pages in that fabulous Floral Flourishes kit as well. And they're just big collage pages. And so I've used those. I've printed them out and used those. And then on the back, I printed some of the random pattern paper. All the little bits and flourishes that I've used in here are either out of my stash. Here's another one, or from the Flourishes kit, or the like this little spring thing comes from the Mega Mix and Match. This is another one of those collage pages. Then I've just got a couple of long, tall pieces here. in this pocket. This is just some of my lace dyed paper. This is that, I love that blue gingham. Oh, it's so cute. I had a library card that said the Harmonious Garden, or Harmonious Garden, comma, the. Little bits and pieces. Then there's a blue collage page in there. This is one of my coffee stained papers that I make using like stencils. Oh my gosh, that word escaped me for a second. These little bits came from Mega Mix and Match, and this is one of her fussy cut birds. Let me just keep flipping. Like I said, not heavily decorated, but a fun little journal to write in, keep memories in. This is the Illustrated Garden, or the Illustrated Guide to Gardening from Reader's Digest. Another little die cut. Here's a pocket with another one of the little mini tags, and those both come from the Flourishes kit. Then here's another page. It's kind of an orangey yellow collage page. The collage pages are so pretty. You can use them as pages in your journal like this. This is just some scrapbook paper I had. But you can also use them to, if you print them onto two more little tags in this little vellum envelope. So that's that. You can, if you print the, what was I saying? Oh, the collage pages. If you print them onto like a cardstock, then you can cut tags and pockets out of them and extend your kit that way. They just work great. They're great for kit pages, but they're also great for, you know, creating elements with as well. So that goes into this one. And that is the sum total of that flip through. And then it just winds back around here. The string has some cute little gold shiny metal fleck in there. I don't know if you can really see that. So that's that one. And then this one. So we'll call that one like, these will both be in my Etsy shop as soon as this video goes live. We'll call that one like the Spring Journaler's Attache or Spring Floral or something. And then maybe I'll call this one like the Grungy Vintage Journaler's Attache. This one is slightly bigger, as you can see if I put them both on top of each other, right? This one is smaller. This one is bigger. There. Basic lesson in it's in elementary logic. I have used some really fun black and white, like almost looks like pillow ticking or something behind this one. So when you open it up, that's the fabric you see. I love that fabric. And there's just a little collaging here on the front. This is some Tim Holtz paper and Tim Holtz paper on the back. And I just did another little collage down here with a couple of Tim Holtz bits and then some Tracie bits. And same thing, you open it up and you've got some tabs and then you've got your file folders. These I made, so the edge, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? So you can see the little flanges here. I printed out the random backgrounds onto cardstock, and then I used bits and pieces, random bits and pieces of it to create all of the hanging parts in here. So these actual folders here are made out of the kit as well. So this is like kit heavy. This is kit heavy in here. So okay, let's go through the pieces. Some of these I made on camera several videos ago as I was doing the Mega Mix and Match kit. These house tags come from that mega, oh my gosh, the kit I keep saying. There are these tiny, cute little, in these pockets, little tiny house, open up house tags. I don't know why, but I think that is the most adorable thing ever. Here's another little one. Who's home? Oh, and then write your memories in there. So cute. And it says, honey, I'm home, and home sweet home. There's a little spot to journal there. And then you flip it over and there is a little mini notebook with some little papers on it. A spot to journal here. And then in the middle, there is a tag that slides out from this pocket kind of created in the middle by the way that I've got them overlapped. So then that goes back in there. If I can get my hands to do it, there we go. And that whole thing ties shut with this lovely piece of kind of burgundy, sorry, silk here. Okay, that was in this first one, and there's definitely room to stick more things in. This is my 5 tag book that we made on a video recently, so I'm not going to go through every little bit and piece of it, but it turned out so great. I loved it. So here's the full view of the front, and these are pockets with little bits and pieces in them right in here. Well, yeah, I'm not going to pull everything out right now. This is some real structural corrugated cardboard and a bunch of little decoration there. And then it all flips over. And this is the other side, and we've got pockets here and here with some little pieces of fodder in them. And yeah, this was super, super fun to make. So if you're curious about a full walkthrough on this piece itself, you can certainly go to that video, which will have been recently on my channel, and check out my version of the 5 tag book. And this was using all the Mega Mix and Match kit. So all of that stuff comes out of the Mega Mix and Match kit. So we've got that. Okay, yeah. And then in this next pocket, we have 2 pieces. So we've got this one that has a little windy guy closure on it. And it wraps around several times. And it opens up, and there's a pocket here. And then on this flap, there is a pocket with a couple little bits up there and some labels. And then it opens up, and there's a little mini journal here. In the back, there's a tuck spot with a piece of ephemera from the kit. Then there's a round circle tag here, and it's got a couple. This is one of the circles from MK2. This is a little piece from the kit, the Mega Mix and Match, and so is this, and that goes behind it. So we've got this cute little mini journal. Oh, and there's a tag that goes in and out of this pocket as well. This fold over makes a pocket. So there's that. So there's that whole little mini journal piece. That is not the journal for this thing though. That's just a little mini one. And then we've got this guy, and it's got a little windy guy on there as well. And this has a pocket with a couple pieces of ephemera right there. But that opens up. Oops. This little flap opens up this way. And that's the pocket I just took those out of. And then there's another little mini journal. So this has got some pages you can write on in it as well. And then close it back up. And on the back there's a pocket with a little train ticket and another piece of ephemera. So that windy guy goes shut this way. All right, then the journal, but I'm going to go to the last piece of the last pieces of ephemera in that back pocket first. There is this pocket that I made, and you could actually take some of these things could be taken and glued into. There's another little mini journal in there, and that slides into this pocket. Like that could be, this could be just glued and attached into the journal, or a different journal if you wanted. And then I've got this last piece here that has this cute little Tim Holtz frame on it that's shiny, kind of gold. And then I put this little picture of the little man in there and put some glossy accents on so it looks really old. And when you open this one up, it has these two that flip open as well. And then we've got, it's like a little mini ephemera folder. So there's a tag in here, a tag in here. It's a fox that I put behind one of those vellum, printed vellum. And then a couple pieces of ephemera stuck in these little spots as well. So it's like a little mini ephemera folder. And you could definitely use those little bits to either write little quotes or jot notes, or take them out and decorate the journal with, which I will now show you that. Okay. There we go. So then here is the journal for this one. And on the front, it has a big vellum envelope. And in the envelope, there are a few pieces. There are a couple of tags that come collaged from the MK2, Compendium MK2 kit. And then this is a little Tim Holtz piece that I threw in there as well. And it's tied shut with some kind of a off-white beige tan colored sari silk. And this cover is made out of Tim Holtz paper as well. And let's just take a look inside this. So I've used the MK2, Compendium MK2 kit as the base pages for a majority of these. And then I've used some Tim Holtz rub-ons that I found as I was cleaning my studio recently. And I totally had forgotten about them. And I was like, oh yeah. So there are these, I have no idea if they even still make these things or not, but they're super cool. So I used those. Like there's some down there. I don't know what, all of a sudden my printer is trying to do something. Oh, it's printing. Well, that's nice. Somebody's printing to my printer. All right. There's some more of those rub-ons. They're super fun. Now, because I don't know if they still make them, I'm kind of hoarding them. This is a little spot opening up journal spot here. Just that hides behind this belly band with a little mushroom. I apologize for the printing noise. Then here are a couple little coin envelopes, and they just have little cards in them for journaling. And this is another one of those cool rub-on things. These are some real stamps on there. Then I've got an envelope with one of these cool paper clips that I made. And there's nothing in there. Again, I was trying not to put too much stuff on or in because I didn't want to bulk this up, because I figured if you guys wanted to put anything in or on it, it needs space for that. I put a couple doilies layered over this. There's the center. I don't know what this is printing. Sorry guys, I just took the paper tray out. All right. There are some more. Oh my gosh, now my daughter is calling me. You know what? It's her stuff that's printing. She's somehow printing it from school. All right. More of those rub-ons. Guys, it wouldn't be a video from me if there wasn't some sort of chaos in it, huh? This little string. There we go, stuck back there. This is more of that rub-on stuff. It's so cool. And these are those background pages. This is just some avocado stained. This is a Tim Holtz. Those are Tim Holtz pieces. I found a bunch of those while I was cleaning my studio too. Who knows what all you can find when you're cleaning your studio. This sari silk has this long piece that I'm going to cut off. There. It just had a long wispy that needed to come off. This is probably one of my favorite pages from that random backgrounds. I just love it. It's got this really pretty kind of olivey green color, and I like that one too. So like I said, this isn't very heavily embellished. because I didn't want to make it too thick. All the little pieces of ephemera that I would normally put into journals and stuff are kind of tucked into those other file folders, those other pockets. So that's why that is not that full. There is room for expansion, and it definitely could fit in here. There's still room in here to put other things. You could stick, if you wanted to work in there, you could take some of these pieces out or leave them in and put other little bits and stuff in here. So definitely something. Oh, all right, hold on. It's the school calling this time. Hold on. Well, that was chaotic. I apologize. She wanted me to bring her some electrolyte packets to school when I go in a little while to drop something off. OMG, this has been the most chaotic flip through of this thing ever. Anyway, there's plenty of room. You could put the bits of ephemera, you know, tags and labels and things. You could even put your pens and pencils in here. I think that's kind of what it's made to be, is you can work on the journal in here and carry little supplies. You could also take everything out of this and use it to be an ephemera holder. You could put little file folders in those, and you could have this set on your desk and it could hold ephemera for you. You know, like there's a bunch of uses for these, but they are so fun. They're fun to make. You make them out of a book cover. So this is a black book cover that I had, and then you can, she tells you how you can size down. I had this kind of this golden yellow colored book cover, and I thought it would be perfect for like a spring journal. I've been holding on to that one for a while. So she teaches you how to size down from the measurements that she's got and everything. So anyway, I highly recommend this course. She's got a couple other ones too, a planner one and stuff, but I'll have this one linked in the description box below. So thank you for holding on with me through this flip through and the chaoticness that ensued at the end there. I'm going to go get some electrolytes and bring them to my daughter along with the papers that I need to bring her. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that you maybe found some inspiration. Like I said, these two will be in my shop at the time of filming. If they're not there, then it means that they are no longer available. I hope that you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night, whatever time it is, on whatever side of this fantastic planet that we all live on and share, and that you live on. And I hope that you guys are well and safe, and that you're able to be crafty and be with the ones that you love today. And until I see you guys next time, take care, stay safe, and God bless you. Bye, everybody.